Hi guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be my beauty empties for the month of September, October, November, December. Yes, so it's the last 2 months. So yes, September, October. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out, but anyway, these are going to be, it's my second to last empties video. So I do these every other month. And I am very happy to show you guys my non-project pan makeup items. As you guys know, I'm not panning anything for the rest of the year. So these items right here were items that I finished organically. Given that most of the project pans that I did this year were seasonal, I'm very excited with some of these that, like I said, we're not in a project pan. So I'm going to get started and then I'm going to go into my bag. I don't have a lot of stuff in the bag. It's just mostly the makeup stuff that I'm surprised at how much stuff I have. So in some sort of kind of order, I guess we'll go with face primers first. I have 3 deluxe size samples. I have the first one from Tatcha. This is the silk canvas, the liquid silk canvas. Not a fan of this. I would prefer to use the potted stuff first or before. Then using this one felt kind of oily and slippery on my face, so didn't enjoy that one very much. Then Rare Beauties, this is the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. I really enjoyed this one. It didn't leave my face very glittery or shiny. I thought it was like the perfect glow. I would consider buying this in the full size. And the other one that I finished was the Tula Skincare Prime of Your Life Smoothing and Firming Treatment Primer. I do have a full size of this. Tula sent it to me in PR, so I'm very thankful for that. This is the second or third sample that I used from this, so I already knew that I liked it, but I'm glad that I have a full size in backup of this. Then I used up a face powder from L'Oreal. This is the True Match face powder. It comes with a little puff in the back, and then as you guys can see, this face powder is all done. I wear the color W3 Light Medium. Really enjoy this. I can get away with using N3 as well, but I prefer W3. So I'm glad that I got this one done and finished. I have 2 highlighters. One is a powder highlighter. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen me panning this. I was posting like monthly updates on this guy, and it's all used up. As you guys can see, I loved it. This is from Smashbox. It's called the Fusion Soft Lights Baked Star Burst. And I don't think this is a thing anymore. Joy from Joyful Beauty, she used to make videos. She no longer does. She sent this to me and I had it in my collection for years and finally got to use it. Loved it. And I was surprised at how fast I used this up, but really enjoyed it. Sad I can't get it again, but I know that I got good use out of it. And then this next product was sent to me also from a friend. This is from Becca. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid in the color Opal. As you guys can see, I scraped out as much as I could. I removed the tip here. Even the straw thing is pretty clean. And that's what it looks like on the inside. I enjoyed this one, using this one on my face, mixing it with lotion in the summer for a glowy look. I do have another one, and I think it's in Moonstone, if I'm not mistaken. This has like the velvety kind of packaging, but it got real sticky. I don't know why it was feeling really sticky, so I ended up getting acetone and just like taking it off, which is why it looks like this, like on the cap. But yeah, the product itself was nice. Glad that I used it up, and I'm glad that I have a backup, even if it's a different color. Then I have 2 setting sprays. One is a little deluxe size sample from Urban Decay. This is the All Nighter Vitamin C Cactus Flower Water. This was nice. I prefer using the All Nighter. This one with like the extra vitamin to hydrate. I don't know why that flew away. Don't enjoy it. I prefer like just a regular one. And then I used this one from L'Oreal, the Infallible 3-Second Setting Mist. I kind of had a love-hate relationship with this one. I hated how it smells, but I like how it made my makeup look and last. This is hairspray. This is hairspray for your face. It's plain and simple. It has very little product, 1.7 ounce, and it's kind of pricey, I think. This is, I think, $15. If I'm recalling correctly, this is $15, and I don't think that it's worth the price. If it was like $10 maybe, I would. but 15, and I went through it super fast. Maybe I went through this like in a month. So I would rather spend the $36 that the Urban Decay gives me, but that lasts me several months. You know what I mean? So would I repurchase this? Maybe if it was like on like discounted. I know Ulta sometimes has like 40% or 30% off certain brands. If it was like that, I would repurchase, but full price, just like that, going to the store grabbing one, I don't think I would. Then let's see, let's do eyes. Well, okay, let's do eyes. I have one eyeshadow stick that I finished. This is from Laura Mercier in the color Strapless. It's a little deluxe size sample one. And this one at the end had like the tiniest little thing. And once I applied it onto my eye, it kind of just, what do you call it? It fell after the application. So I'm tossing it. I had to, like, I couldn't save it. But I used, I don't know, 99% of this. So I'm counting it as finished. Really enjoyed it. It's the last Laura Mercier shadow stick that I own. And yeah, glad that I used it up. I have 3 eyeliners. One is a pencil liner and it's from Bobbi Brown. This was a brown, I think. Yes, a brown eyeliner. And this one, eventually when I went to sharpen it, the product fell off, obviously because it was gone. I enjoyed it. It was really creamy. It lasted all day. It didn't run. It didn't move on my eye. Really enjoyed it. It's sad that it's done. And something that I'm glad it's done is the liquid liner from Benefit. This is the roller liner eyeliner from Benefit in the color brown. This lasted forever, but this was ready to go. I do have it for the last time today, but it's one of those where I apply it and then it kind of leaves, like you can kind of see through the line, and then I try to go over it to make it darker, and then it like picks up the product that it left behind. So it doesn't do a smooth line anymore. Doing the second eye is even harder because I don't know, I've already used what's on the tip here, and then I don't have enough to do this eye. So it's time that I was done with it. This lasted me forever. I feel like this was in my products I want to use up in 2025. So glad that I got that out. Then I have one mascara. I have a little deluxe size sample. This is from also Benefit, the Roller Lash Mascara. This was a deluxe size. This felt like it was kind of a drier formula. I enjoyed this one, but I feel like I like the dupe one from e.l.f. e.l.f. has a dupe for this one. I can't recall right now what it's called, but if I look at the packaging, like I can tell. And then I have a brow setter from Benefit. A lot of Benefit products, my goodness. This is a 24-hour brow setter. This is just a little deluxe size sample. It's a clear brown brow gel, but at this point it's already brown. You can't even see it because it's practically dry in here. So I enjoyed it. I'm using one from Glossier right now, which I enjoy a lot more. I don't think I would repurchase this one. Then I have 3 lip products. One is a lip liner, and it's a lip liner from Too Faced. Changing from Benefit to Too Faced. The Lip Injection Extreme Lip Shaper. This stung, guys. This really stings your lips when you apply it on, like it burns. I like tingly burning products. This one is just to the extreme. Does it say extreme in the name? Yes, extreme. So if you're sensitive to like tingly products, do not try to get this from Too Faced because you will want to rip your lips off. It was in the color Puffy Nude, way too brown for my liking. My lipstick was looking kind of weird there. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh, there it is. This is what it would look like. There's a little plastic at the very top where you could see that holds the product together, but I don't think I can give you guys a swatch. No, I can't. Like, there's nothing in there. So glad that I got this done. And then I have 2 full-size lip products. The first one being a lipstick. I think you guys saw both of these on Instagram at some point. This one is from NARS. This is in the color Dolce Vita. And this is what it looks like. There it is again. This is the plastic that holds the product in there. You guys know I don't dig into the containers here. I have almost 200 lip products. I don't feel like the need to go in there and get everything out. I think that as long as I finish whatever's in the bullet, I feel like I've gotten my money's worth. So glad that I'm done with this one. This is a very pretty color, very wearable. Very easy to apply without a mirror. If this was still available, I would definitely repurchase. Something that I can't repurchase is from Marc Jacobs. This is a lip gloss stick. Is that what it's called? This is the Hydration Lip Gloss Stick in the color 560 Preach Enamored. And that's what this one looks like. And this rolls up, but it clicks so much, but no product comes up. I went through this one fairly quickly. I think I have 2 more, maybe 3 of these. They leave my lips very shiny, very hydrating. I really enjoyed them. Sad Marc Jacobs is no longer a thing, but you know, it is what it is. And then last but not least, for makeup beauty stuff, I used up a little travel size from the Sol de Janeiro fragrance mist. This is the number 68 Shiriosa. I really enjoyed this one. Currently using 48, and I'm not a fan of that one as much as I am of this one. So yeah, that's this one. Would I repurchase? Maybe, but they're very expensive and I just don't feel like spending money right now. If I wanted to like spoil myself for like my birthday, something like that, that's when I tend to like feel like I treat myself a little bit more, then I would probably repurchase it then. But on a regular Wednesday that I went shopping, I wouldn't do it. I have from Bondi Boost, I have the Rapid Repair shampoo and the Revitalizant HG conditioner. So this one has rosemary in it, and then this one, I don't know, it's just like how more hydrating. I love Bondi Boost. I used to buy them at Ulta all the time. Like I've only ever gotten them from Ulta, but what I'm trying to say is I'm starting to see them at Marshalls now. But I would buy them at Ulta over Marshalls because at Marshalls they're still kind of pricey, and when they're on sale at Ulta, I could get them cheaper than if I bought them at Marshalls. I do have quite a few more products from the brand because when they were on super sale, I stocked up. So I would definitely repurchase. I think they're great. I have a couple of toner pads. This felt like it had something in there. This is from the brand Wonderderm. These are the Dewy Hydration Facial Serum Pads with hyaluronic acid, vitamin B5, and glycerin. So I bought these at Marshalls for $6.99. It comes with a little like grabby things, tweezers, and then the pads are in here, and I think this is like refillable because this is like open. I've never seen like the refill packets here, but I didn't enjoy them enough to want to keep using them. It was kind of more about, you know, I tried them, they were okay, let's move on to the next thing, you know. Something that I have repurchased several times. If you guys have been with me for a while and you watch my videos, my empties, you would have seen these in past videos. I'm talking about the Sephora Glow Peel Pads. That's what these look like. They're the AHA PHA 6% for, I guess they're like daily peel pads. I enjoy these. I do have a backup. I think I have 2 backups of these. I'm currently using ones from Elemis, I think, because they're older than my backups of these. So I figured I would use those first, but I love those. When I had COVID and they put me on the medications, I got really bad acne from the steroids, and I'm one of those people that can't help but poke their pimples. And I had really bad scarring and discoloration, like my pimples turned brown, like I had a bunch of brown spots on my face, and I feel like these helped a lot with getting rid of those dark spots. So I swear by these. I do have some like sunspots here that were very, very, I feel like obvious, prevalent, like very dark, and I feel like with the consistent use of this, they have lightened up considerably. So that's those. That's that. Let's see, shower stuff. I finished a bar soap. This is the Basil Lime and Mandarin moisturizing soap from the brand Wave Tree in London. A year ago, actually, for November, I ran a race and they ran out of medals. So the people felt so bad. They had some vendors there, like afterwards, you know, they have like little tents with vendors and stuff. So I guess they went to a vendor and they bought like soaps and gems and stuff, and they made us like a little basket. So I was one of the slower ones. I finished towards the end of the race. I didn't get a medal. Eventually they mailed me my medal, but it's funny that they gave us like little gifts so we wouldn't walk away empty-handed. But anyway, finally I made my way through my backups of my shower gels, and I finally got to using this one. I enjoyed it, but I don't think I would repurchase. I have some makeup remover stuff. I have one full size, the Origins Checks and Balances. This was like a dual product. It had like oil on top and water on the bottom. You had to shake it to mix it. This was fine, but I feel like it didn't remove my mascara very well, so I wouldn't repurchase. I think I bought this in a set at Marshall's, I think. And then I have two deluxe size samples. One is from Clean It Zero, the original clearing balm, and this was a makeup removal balm. That's what this one looks like. Empty. Didn't care for this one. And then the one from Elemis. This is the Pro Collagen Naked Cleansing Balm. This one had the consistency of like if you've ever used lard and you've kept it like out at room temperature and it gets really soft. That's what the consistency, that's what it reminded me of. I've always wanted to try Elemis, and I'm glad that I got to use a little deluxe size sample because I don't like it. I realized I prefer an oil like the MAC one or the one from Clinique or the cleansing balm from Clinique. So yeah, I'm glad that I got a little taste of what the little one is, because I wouldn't have been upset if I got the full size and realized, oh, you know what? I don't like this. I used up the Murad Acne Control Clarifying Body Spray. I haven't seen this in a while. I don't know if Ulta carries it anymore. Ulta's been getting rid of a lot of stuff, a lot of brands that I used to like, so it kind of sucks. But whenever, especially in the summer when I was really training for my marathon, I got really bad chest, knee, and back knee, just because after running, I know it might sound gross, but I wouldn't directly shower. I would still come home, then go walk the dogs, and then come and then clean, wash, and then it wasn't until like the end of the day when I was like done sweating that I would shower. So I feel like that caused a lot of like skin issues, but this was great for cleaning up my skin. I enjoyed it. I've used it many times. That's like the 5th or 6th bottle. I've used it quite a bit. I have quite a bit of sunscreen, 3 deluxe size and 1 full size. The full size is from Kiehl's, the Better Screen UV Serum Sunscreen with SPF 50+. I don't know what the plus means, but this was really nice. It did leave me kind of greasy though, so for that reason, I don't think I would repurchase it, but I thought it did a good job. Then I have 3 mini ones, the one from Shiseido, the Ultimate Sun Protection Lotion, SPF 60. I love this. I loved how this smelled. I don't know what it smells like, but I love how it smells, so I would definitely think about repurchasing that. Something I didn't care for, the Summer Days Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. Didn't care for this one. I used it on my body because I used it on my face once and I didn't care for it. And then the Peter Thomas Roth SPF 45 Hyaluronic Cloud Sheer Tint Moisturizer, but I used it as a sunscreen. Didn't care for this one either, or the coloring. So yeah, wouldn't repurchase. I no longer talk about stuff like this, but I did use up, I wanted to talk about this mouth rinse, the TheraBreath Dentist Formulated Deep Clean Oral Rinse in the scent Fresh Mint. I took this on vacation when this last time when I was out of town, and I hated this. This smelled and tasted like Pine Sol. Like I felt like I was rinsing my mouth with Pine Sol. This was disgusting. Like mint and Pine Sol, it's a bad combination. I used it once and then I couldn't use it for the rest of the trip because I was like, absolutely not. However, I kept the bottle because I was like, I gotta tell them that this is like rinsing your mouth with Pine Sol. And typically, you know, I enjoy things that smell like Pine Sol. I just don't want it in my mouth. I've got quite a few of like moisturizer little samples. This first one being from Kiehl's, the Ultra Facial Cream. Really like this. It's very thick and emollient, and a little bit goes a long way. Really enjoyed that one. From Estee Lauder, I have the Advanced Night Repair Eye Cream. Really enjoyed this one. Would definitely be repurchasing this one in the future. From Beauty Stat, Peptide Wrinkle Relaxing Moisturizer. Didn't care for this one, wouldn't repurchase. From Peter Thomas Roth, the Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Hydrating Moisturizer. This felt really thin for me, not enough moisturizing properties for my liking. From Origins, the Youthtopia Peptide Plumping Apple Cream. This was really nice. Would definitely want to get my hands on that again. From Proactive, the Green Tea Moisturizer. Again, felt very thin. Wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to get that. From Ulla Henriksen, the Banana Bright Instant Glow Moisturizer. Really enjoyed this one. Wouldn't mind using it again. And then from the brand Dime, the Restorative Night Cream. I didn't care for this one. This felt like I was using hard like Vaseline on my face, and it was so hard that it would really tug down my skin when I was trying to apply it. So I had to make sure I really like warmed it up on my fingers before I even attempted to putting it on my face. So not a fan, would not recommend. I have some serums here. The first one from Juice Beauty, the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Serum. Really enjoyed this one, would be intrigued into buying it again. The Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. I didn't care for this one. I wouldn't repurchase. I don't know, I just don't feel like it did anything special. And then from Glow Recipe, the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Serum. Hue Drop Serum. I don't know if this is makeup or skincare. I used it as skincare, like as a serum under my makeup, and I enjoyed it. I have another one because I have like a couple of samples of this. And then I recently got one from e.l.f. And I think it's supposed to be a dupe. They're like bronzing drops, but I think they're like a dupe for this. Oh, another serum, the Avene Cicaphate Serum. Oh my gosh, Intensive Skin Restorative Serum. I really enjoyed this one, would be intrigued to buying it again. I have two face masks. I haven't used up face masks in a long time, but I finished this little one from Glow Recipe, no, from Glam Glow, the Bright Mud. It's a pink one. Really enjoyed this one. This has been in my collection for a while, so I made it a point to use it up, and I enjoyed it. I kind of missed doing face masks. Then I have this one from Origins, the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Hydrating Mask. I love this mask. It's probably my favorite one in the whole world, this overnight mask. I love it. Every now and then I like to do this mask, or if I'm really tired and I don't feel like going through like my whole skincare routine, I'll just do this mask and my face feels really moisturized the next morning. So really love that. I have one hair care product that's kind of sad for this month. I have the Living Proof TBD Multitasking Styler. This is a styling cream. I kind of use it like a hair gel, kind of. It helps me with my 3rd and 4th day hair. So really enjoyed it. I always have like samples of Living Proof stuff around, so I'm sure I'll come across that again. Wouldn't necessarily buy that in the full size. I have a cleanser, a sample cleanser from Cetaphil, the Hydrating Foaming Cleanser. Just this little one. I'm kind of working on full size items right now, so I have only finished this little deluxe guy. Then I have 3 things that I used as hand creams. The first one being this one from Ahava, the Mineral Hand Cream. This is actually a hand cream, so that's that. Then the Aquaphor Healing Ointment Advanced Therapy. This I really liked, and I used it on my hands at work just because I ran out of like actual hand cream. And I used this little deluxe size sample. I was always afraid of Aquaphor because I felt like it was going to be very thick like Vaseline, but no, it's actually really nice. Would definitely be intrigued into getting that Aquaphor stick. And then because I ran out of everything, I used up this little sample from work. This is actual Vaseline, the Pure Ultra White Petroleum Jelly. This is medical grade, I guess, Vaseline. I don't know. But I do have 2 more other tubes of this because like I would forget to put something in my purse. So like I would have to go and get another one, and then I'd use it for a couple days, and then I'm like, oh man, I left, where's my little tube of Vaseline? I don't have it. Let me go get another one. So I do have 2 other ones that are open, so I'm gonna try to work through those before the end of the year. And you guys, I might just use Vaseline like forever for my hands. Like my hands are looking really nice. Usually they look really dry and cracked and they look like they show my age. But I feel like using Vaseline, like they've like regained youth. I don't know, but I'm loving using just straight up Vaseline. Nothing fancy, just Vaseline. I have just random stuff at the end. I have one little pocket bag from Bath and Body Works, the strawberry pound cake scent. Really, I like that one, but it's not a flavor that I would repurchase. Then the tea tree oil from Art Naturals. I use this in my bath water when I come back from my marathon. And then I have two wall plugins from Airwick. This is my favorite brand, favorite scent. Clean linen. That's all I use. Maybe not for the holidays, like I'll put like seasonal scents, but for the most part, if you want to know what my house smells like, it smells like this. Clean linen from Airwick. So that's everything that I have, guys. It still turned out to be a 30-minute video. My gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.